This construct is mathematically certified. 1 plus 2 equals 3. 3 minus 2 equals 1. Cause plus consequence equals possession. Possession minus consequence equals cause. Correct sentence structures can be certified forward and backward. This leaves no room for interpretation. No assuming or presuming. Let me explain. Because of the placement of our positions, we can read this sentence backwards and it will still say the same thing. Because the positions for and by are opposites. When reading a correct sentence structure backwards, I can swap out the positional by for. For example, where it says by the authority, I can say for the authority, and I still get the same message. Again, the same can be said for, of, and with. Where it says, with the possession, I can swap it out for, of, the possession, for the authority, of the possession. Because I am reading it backwards, the authority becomes the cause and the possession becomes the consequence. These things reflect each other. So after the cause and consequence, the verb of the volition is placed because the verb is cause and consequence. We can't have cause and consequence without thinking. For the authority, of the possession, is. Now looking at, of, the consequence. Instead of saying, of the consequence, I can write, with, the consequence. For the authority, of the possession, is with the consequence. Remember, of, and with, being opposite positions. And the same can be done with, for the cause. I can swap this out by saying, by the cause. Forward it reads, for the cause, of the consequence, is, with the possession, by the authority. Backwards it reads, for the authority, of the possession, is with the consequence, by the cause. Read forward or backward. The same message, the same volition, is being conveyed. We simply have to swap out the positionals with their opposites.
So it is written, so it shall be done. Does 2 plus 2 equal 4?
Well, that's what I was taught.
TO plus TOO equals FOR? Did you hear what I said? What I meant, what I said, what I said, what I meant, what I said. If you don't see it written, you can't prove it. Anybody wants, when you write a contract, you go into court, you have a syntax document. You are filing a lawsuit with an accuracy of 1 to 900 for every word. Your correct sentence structure, communication, syntax, balance of the order of operations of cause and effect, a verb of thinking, a possessive of with, and an authorization of by the. gives you an order of operations for every sentence that follows the rules of the operations of a court. So every single sentence is its own independent court as you make an argument. We're not dealing with 150 to 1 variables in an oral conversation, so your paperwork is going to speak for you. They have to come up to speed with this thing. Every court in the world has to do this. And when you take English through syntax through this program, and you translate it to Spanish, Spanish to French, French to German, German to Russian, Russian to Indian, Indian to Chinese, Chinese to Japanese, and back to English, you don't lose any words. It's a math problem. Just because there's 5,000 different signs and symbols for things, it's a math problem. You can't change a math problem. That's the accuracy and the beauty of this technology. Did you hear what I said? What I meant, what I said, what I said, what I meant, what I said. I'm communicating to you. It isn't what's written here. I'm writing to show you how many ways I can write it, to show you the variables. But when I speak it in one terminology, which one of the 150 variables up here did I just say to you? You don't know that. And because you don't know that, you're going to make a presumption, opinion, presumption, guess, perjury, a lie. How many different mistakes can you make? And that's only one word, or that's only 3 words. Try doing it with a lawsuit with 30,000 words on it. What do you think your variables are here? You're talking about quadruple terabyte to the terabyte power of variables. You can't get to a fact. If you can't have a fact, what are we doing? We're lying to each other. My technology brings us to a position of accuracy that cannot be argued.
Why would the court system choose to recognize that? Why wouldn't they just dismiss it?
3 plus 3 equals 6, doesn't it?
Don't know.
You'd be a fool to say it equals anything else but 6 because you would embarrass yourself.